Welcome to National Focus. I'm Kimani. Coming up, the use of ICT continues to improve productivity in the public sector. Wet spells predicted for dry season April to June, and SDA launched Fighting Diabetes in the 21st Century campaign. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this.
A picture is worth 1,000 words. Got it? Taking care of us can be so easy.
Take good care of the children.
Thanks for staying with us. The Honorable Minister for Trade, Energy and Employment, Ian Douglas, wants the Pebush community to take advantage of the use of information, communication and technology. The Honorable Minister was speaking on behalf of the Honorable Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit at the launching of an enterprise center in Pebush last week. Honorable Douglas believes the value of ICT in this modern age is limitless.
ICT really has taken off around the world. It's called the information superhighway. And so nowhere in the world right now is too far. Pebush right now is in the middle of the world, believe it or not. And you can get to anywhere in the world without leaving Pebush right now because of the information superhighway, because of the internet. You can go on the internet and you can pursue a professional degree in Timbuktu because of the internet. You can sit right here in any one of your small communities, in Providence, in Belmania, in Mopak, in Pebush, anywhere. In fact, anywhere around Dominica, you can sit in front of the computer screen and you can equip yourself, you can empower yourself. You can go to any university around the world and pursue any undergraduate degree, any postgraduate degree, any doctoral degree in any profession and any field.
Meantime, the Honorable Parliamentary Representative for the Pebush constituency and Minister for Commerce, Enterprise and Small Business Development, Rosalind Paul, is very optimistic about the refurbishment of the Pebush Resource Center into an enterprise center.
My ministry, in collaboration with the Pebush Dodan Village Council, put the energies, ideas and hard work on the ground to refurnish and revitalize the Pebush Resource Center into this enterprise center, while ensuring that we have the continued use of the library, which is critical, and the meeting room. So we did not utilize, the community still has the space that for other activities, for community activities, but it has helped to increase the value of the resource center to the community. Let me therefore thank the Pebush Dodan Village Council and the community to allow us to utilize the Pebush Resource Center for this purpose.
Honorable Paul was speaking at the launching of the Rural Business Enterprise Center launched in Pebush last week. In other news, Commonwealth Secretary General Baroness Patricia Scotland says it will take the input of all Dominicans to ensure the success of the Reconstruction Center. The Baroness has initiated the transformation of the old public library into a center which will serve as headquarters for Dominica's reconstruction. The plan is to bring into focus a number of initiatives that will allow Dominica to rebuild better and stronger after Tropical Storm Erica washed away 90% of the island's GDP in August 2015.
So what I would ask each of you is, what are you going to make sure happens in this building? What are you going to contribute? Because when this center is up and running, we're going to have a chart so people can commit to doing things for their village, for their area, for their school, and so you can put your name up to do it. So I'm asking every citizen of Dominica, so what are you going to do? Not what are they going to do, what are we going to do for ourselves?
One component of the Center and Expo will demonstrate prototypes, best practices, and products for rebuilding stronger. These include solutions for housing, energy, sanitation, food production, and infrastructure, among others. The Baroness says many persons have partnered with her and the work will mostly be done pro bono.
You've got all those people saying, you know what, we care about this island, not just because it's a beautiful island, Dominica, because we know that what is happening to Dominica today is going to happen to me tomorrow. So we have a lot of people coming forward saying that they will give us our skill. Lots of people saying, I want to be at this expo, I want to show what we can do. The British government has already made a contribution, and I will be knocking on a number of doors, and they seem to be opening.
The project for rehabilitation of the old library itself was officially launched on Friday. The Salisbury Diabetes Association launched Fighting Diabetes in the 21st Century campaign. 40 individuals graduated and received their certificate of completion from the budding program on March 31st. The budding program was initiated to provide emotional and self-management support for people living with diabetes and high blood pressure. President of the Dominica Diabetes Association is Marvelyn Birmingham.
Just about a year ago, the Healthy Caribbean Coalition, which is HCC for short, and the Dominica Diabetes Association entered into an agreement for the purposes of implementing a blood pressure control through community action project. This initiative was funded by the Government of Australia through its direct aid program and was expected to strengthen the capacity of the HCC member civil society organizations to more effectively deliver interventions aimed at contributing to a World Health Organization determined set of voluntary global targets.
Birmingham believes the budding champions will definitely be an asset to Dominica Diabetes Association.
The budding champions were tooled with particular skills to enable them to better manage their own health condition, as well as to provide emotional and self-management support for people living with diabetes and high blood pressure. This we expect will lead to improved adherence to medication and appropriate lifestyle changes. And so in November 2015, we embarked on this body training, and we were very encouraged by the number and enthusiasm of participants. 10 learning and practical sessions lasting at least 2 hours each were facilitated by professionals from both the private and the public sectors.
One of the participants said she is happy for the opportunity to learn much more about health.
Well, the past few weeks has been really a success for me and for those of you who really attended the program, the sessions during every Thursday, sorry. And I learned a lot. And one of the things that I really enjoyed, one of the programs that I really enjoyed the most where it had to do with your physical exercise, which is one of the things that I do quite often.
Some of the subject areas covered were understanding behavioral change, keeping the body in motion for active living, the importance of medication adherence in the control of diabetes and high blood pressure, and social media and health messaging. The Dominica Diabetes Association is committed to creating interventions that would target certain chronic, non-communicable diseases that would alleviate certain CNCD's targets. You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
I had a bleeding disorder that I did not know about, and they had to be transfusing me continuously. I got 56 units.
Being there at the blood bank, I was like, yo, I'm actually saving someone's life.
You never know when you can go.
Give blood. I have done it, and believe it or not, it don't hurt.
I won't be scared. I'll give. You know you're gonna give blood. I'll make sure she does.
Sit down at the blood bank in a comfortable environment for 45 minutes.
Helping people.
You are stimulating your body to make brand new cells.
You get free cookies, you get juice.
Get to know your blood group,
Feels good. I felt as a better person.
It's a good thing to be alive, and I can thank God that I'm there and I'm enjoying life.
Welcome back. Chief Personnel Officer Gloria Joseph has emphasized that it is not business as usual for the public sector as the use of information technology continues to transform the way government services are delivered. Just last Thursday, 2 new e-services were introduced in the Ministry of Justice, Immigration and National Security. The police will become more efficient using the driver's automobile information system to access information about traffic users on the go, and the Dominica Financial Intelligence Unit e-filing system, which provides a greater level of security for individuals filing a suspicious transaction report. CPO Joseph says the evolution of technology and continued development of government e-services is transforming the public sector and improving the sector's delivery of service to its clientele.
The global landscape change has imposed on us the need for changing the modus operandi, the way we do things. It is not business as usual. And so we need to be in with the times, we need to be up to speed on the use of technology within the workplace. The landscape has forced us to acquire new skills, new tools, adaptive behavior of our customers and our clientele, new application system. The needs are changing, and the challenges of the 21st century are not in the future, they are here with us now. We need to become a modern society, a knowledge society. Knowledge societies are extremely dependent on access to accurate and real-time information.
She notes that introducing ICT in the public sector also makes an impact on public officers as they are encouraged to acquire new skills. A number of reforms are also ongoing in the public service to accommodate the use of ICT and to continue enhancing overall productivity.
ICT has made it essential for public officers to acquire new skills, as we will see demonstrated during the ceremony here today, enabling them to work not only hard but to work smarter with a greater degree of dexterity and accuracy in the execution of their work. In the public service, we are undertaking a number of reforms. These are supported by the creation of the appropriate infrastructure, fiscal and legislative frameworks, the enabling environment, a competent workforce, among others.
The Chief Personnel Officer was speaking at the launching ceremony of 2 new e-government services last week. The new Commonwealth Secretary General Baroness Patricia Scotland QC asserts that her post is not political. Speaking with the press on Friday, Baroness Scotland responded to a question regarding her critics. She maintains her responsibility is to all.
This is not a political post. This is about making the Commonwealth, and that is the more than 2 billion individuals who are citizens. This is about making all of them come together in partnership. And I am sad if people want to make this a party political issue. I'm sure most people won't, because I'm not in local politics. This is not about local politics. The role that I have taken up is a role for all 53 Commonwealth nations. And although I love my country and I'm so proud to be a Dominican, I know that from today I no longer belong just to Dominica. I belong to 53 countries, and I have to treat them all fairly, without fear or favour. Doesn't matter their politics, their race, their religion, their sex, their gender, their orientation. Each citizen of the Commonwealth demands from me the same quality of service. So if there are people who want to involve this issue into a local party political matter, of course I can't say anything about that. All I need to say to the people of Dominica is that's not what my day job's going to be.
And finally, the Caribbean Climate Outlook Forum has predicted above normal rainfall for the period April to June across the Caribbean islands. Caribbean Climate Outlook Forum, CARICOF, is prepared by the Caribbean Institute for Meteorology and Hydrology with contributions from some meteorological services. According to the rainfall frequency and extreme forecast, more wet days and wet spells are expected in the Eastern Caribbean, especially in May and June. This means that there will be increasing surface and soil wetness and increasing number of days with disrupted outdoor activities and good recharge of water reservoirs from May to June. However, according to a report by the Dominica Meteorological Service from CARICOF in December 2015, a drier than normal season was predicted as a result of the strongest El Niño record, which was expected to last until the end of the dry season. With this in mind, drier and hotter than usual conditions were expected to lead to an increase in surface dryness, and fewer wet spells would also result in reduced recharge of water reservoirs. Record-breaking maximum temperatures was predicted to be above to normal. The impact includes health risks, a higher demand for water, not just from humans, but animals and plants. Mosquitoes also thrive better at warmer temperatures. The shift in prediction to a dry to now wet season will still create implications for agriculture. Whereas in the dry season, crop yields are often limited by insufficient rainfall, in the wet season, yields are limited by an excess of rainfall that leads to waterlogging and flooding. As part of the process, Dominica prepared and presented its low carbon and climate resilience strategy to the Climate Investment Fund. The PPCR project has given the country access to funding of almost US $39 million, consisting of grants and near-zero concessional loans. The project formally commenced in July 2014 and will be implemented over a 6-year period. The government is committed to the successful implementation of this pilot project to help lay the basis for similar climate change projects in the future. And that's the English segment of the news. McPherson St. Luce is up next.
Allô tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole. Non moins c'est McPherson St. Luce. Premièrement, Premier ministre Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerritt qui a fait commitment participation Dominique en Commonwealth. Honorable Dr. Skerritt fait parole cela pendant un joint et puis secrétaire général Commonwealth, Baroness Patricia Scotland, a signé le 1er avril. Baroness Scotland visitait Dominique comme premier cas travail comme secrétaire général Commonwealth. Pendant visite cela, Premier ministre Honorable Dr. Skerritt fait commitment avancer relations et puis participation Dominique en Commonwealth. Honorable Dr. Skerritt qui a gardé devant secrétaire général Scotland parler à ses comptes petits pays qui a développé. Et aussi demandé Scotland pour parler bas pays international pour pousser devant pour mettre frère pour assister pays qui a développé et puis tiennent commitment ailleurs. Scotland électé comme secrétaire général Commonwealth en novembre l'année passée. À la nouvelle, membre parlement pour Kalinago, Honorable Cassius Daru, visité projet Solar Farm qui a one service pour peuple Kalinago. Sinon, Honorable Daru est bien plaisir pour le projet là.
Territoire Kalinago, ça nous visite pour matin, c'est là nous c'est solar panel là dans Solar Farm. Et aussi nous avons 15 familles à territoire Kalinago qui ont tapé solar hod, ça nous a dit standalone en anglais. So c'est standalone là, ces familles là nous ont visité, ils ont déjà bénéficié par ça fait production of solar energy. Là, il fait que nous passons la nouvelle solar farm là, ça a fait 160, comment dit ça, 125, 125 kilowatts, qui a produit 125 kilowatts d'énergie. Et bien, nous espérons pour Dominique venir pour ça, mettre poteau, mettre bagaille en place, pour nous ça commencer à voyer énergie en grid Dominique. Comme ça, nous avons au moins 145 personnes de communauté qui ont bénéficié de ça fait cela.
En même temps, on a aussi plaisir que le peuple Kalinago a bénéficié.
Et aussi, nous avons nous avons différentes structures publiques en communauté qui ont bénéficié. Par exemple, Resource Center Sineku, nous avons Health Center Live Maho, nous avons Resource Center à Saint-Cy, Health Facility à Salibia, Kalinago Council Office, of course, avec ça, c'est Barana Ote qui a bénéficié par Solar Energy aussi.
En la nouvelle, Dominique est bien représenté en grand meeting ministère agriculture qui prend place en Mexique. Ministère agriculture, Honorable Johnson Drago, représenté Dominique en grand meeting salon.
Eh bien oui, monter l'autre pays, monter Mexico, là nous tenons tout ministre agriculture à Latin America et avec Caribbean ensemble, à Mexico, et puis nous avons regardé les affaires qui manière nous a poussé agriculture tout vent en région. Il y a une place là qui prend autant attention, c'est ça où il y a family farming in rural communities. Ça FAO a dit qui planter qui a planté en Powers, en community, en rural community, nous ni pour supporter yo pour ça où il y a food security. Nous ni pour bailler toutes ces support là yo besoin parce que presque toutes ces familles ça yo ka dépendre à ce petit femmes là pour soutenir famille yo pour voyer les enfants à l'école. Et bien c'est ça qui fait le gouvernement Dominique qui a mis autant attention à ce support pour planter en ces communautés ça yo. Gouvernement les continuer l'agriculture en deux manières. Là où ça couille commercial farming, planter qui a planté comme un acte pour export market. Et bien nous also les supporter family farming. Ça c'est pour aider ces petits planteurs qui en bois Good Hope, qui en bois Mont John River Civic, qui en bois à Viecas, tout pour un pays pour voir qui nous baillons support là yo besoin pour yo soutenir famille et soutenir famille.
Et puis finalement, Banque Dominique qui facilite un programme pour assister les habitants qui est intéressant en production livestock, ça c'est affaires cochons et puis poules. Commitment ça là sorti du premier ministre Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerritt pendant banque la chaîne grand meeting ayo mois passé. Mr. Martin Charles, the chairman Aid Bank Dominique.
Aid Bank nous a lancé un petit programme pour monde qui voulait aller à la production pour poules et cochons. Et à présent, Premier ministre là, il va nous confiance aujourd'hui là, qui gouvernement qui fait l'argent, qui mettre l'argent en aid bank pour assister ces monde là qui voulaient aller dans pour lever cochons et poules pour mettre un abattoir là. Abattoir là, comme vous savez, il est déjà complet. Nous voulons pour ces femmes-là venir en aid bank pour négocier avec aid bank pour nous bailler un petit l'argent puis construire un parc cochon place là pour mettre poules parce que nous voulons importer moins poules et cochons en Dominique.
Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelles en créole pour à présent. Non moins, c'est McPherson Luce. Au revoir.
Coming up next, a tip on how to succeed as an entrepreneur. The biggest problem founders and small business owners have is that they're experts in their field and novices in what it really takes to effectively run a business. Don't let that happen to you. Here are a couple tips that's guaranteed to help keep you and your company out of hot water. Always make sure there is and will be enough cash in the bank. The most common business failure mode is running out of cash. If you know you've got a cash flow or liquidity problem coming up, fix it now. And to run your business like a business, far too many entrepreneurs run their business like an extension of their personal finances. That's a very bad idea. Construct the right business entity and keep it separate from your personal life. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow us on Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. Live streaming is also now available 24 hours a day. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Kimani. Thank you for watching and join us again next time on National Focus.